Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Order of Battle World War II, where I'm playing as the Soviets in the Red Star DLC. After beating Japanese in the first mission in 1938, we get to duel with them again in the Battle of Ghalkin Gol in July 1939. It's the second mission, and this is the Japanese attack. Got 3 specialization points, can't really do a whole lot with them. I thought I was supposed to get 4 because there were some bonuses that I got in the previous mission, but I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, well, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. If it's bugged, it's bugged. And if not, then oh well. Either way, in a new Soviet-Japanese border conflict, the Red Army first has to defeat a major attack by IJA forces. Fair enough. We'll probably go on to the counteroffensive in the next mission then. For those who didn't know yet, this is actually a blind run. Yeah, I haven't played this before, so it's the missions are new even for me. It's always nice, I guess. Here we go. Japan still has learned nothing from our border clashes last year. Now the IJA is conducting a massive military operation near Ghalkin Gol River at the border between our ally Mongolia and Japanese-occupied Manchuria. This conflict has been brewing for a while, but now the Japanese are conducting a massive offensive against our positions. Our first priority is to fend off any attack and buy time to bring reinforcements for a determined counterstrike in a few weeks. IJA forces are attacking in 2 main thrusts. The northern part of our defenses is threatened by strong infantry attacks supported by artillery. Make sure to keep the enemy at bay and secure the river crossing. It's up here. A second enemy attack is aiming to wipe out our center positions at the eastern banks of the river. Those forces are not under your direct command, but surely need help to hold their ground. Be prepared for heavy attacks here, supported by significant armored forces. The Japanese also brought in substantial air and artillery support. Yeah. Although the Ghalkin Gol is a rather small river, holding the river crossings will contain the enemy now and assist our planned offensive later on. Primary objectives: hold or retake 4 primary objectives. Up here, this is 2, 3, 4. So we have to pretty much have 4 by the end of the game, of the mission. And then hold or retake 2 secondary objectives. And assist our comrades at the eastern bank of the river to defend for at least 14 turns. 14 out of 16. Okay. Do not destroy key bridges. Destroying any of them will result in less requisition points in the next battle, as we need to repair them before a major counterstrike. Okay. Cause 50 damage by tanks, 50 requisition points, and 1 spec point. Again, I didn't get it the previous time, I think, unless you get 2, but that's unlikely since we always got 3 for the Germans, right, when we get 3 for the Soviets. Special event: contested skies. Command is urging you to deploy further fighter units to counter significant enemy air activity expected in the weeks ahead. Well, first of all, let's just give regular replacements to our forces and see where we can upgrade them. I guess we could. It's not my immediate concern though, as this just gives a bit more attack, which is okay, but I'm gonna see how I'm gonna spend those requisition points first. So definitely buying 2 fighters, and I'm gonna purchase 2 fighters. Let's see which ones are the best. So we have the I-16, which has 7.6. I'm looking specifically for attack against air small. The I-153 has less movement, but I don't really care about that movement. It also has less defense. This one is definitely the weakest of them, and also has the least movement. I'm inclined to just go for 2 I-153s. And since I do already have 2 fighters there, I'm going to deploy 1 here. And deploy the other one here. And then I guess the recon too. Why not? I can scout a bit out here and see what happens. As for tanks, it seems like the BT-7 can't upgrade. I do have the T-28 now. But yeah, it's a lot more attack against infantry, I suppose. Less movement, but quite a bit though. And much higher defenses. So it might be worth buying one of those, potentially. Kind of wished I had the BA-10 now. It's slightly cheaper. Yeah, we'll upgrade later. First, let's deploy those tanks. These guys need our help, but I can't deploy my forces anywhere close. That's pretty interesting. So I think maybe it's for the best to deploy a tank down here to hold this area, and it can dig in together with the artillery. And I definitely need some artillery up here as well, it seems like, together with one of the tanks. And I'll purchase another artillery up there. So it's 152 millimeter. These, and this one has a range of 6, which is a lot better than this one. So that is pretty decent. I mean, this does take the cut. It shouldn't be that problematic here. So for the six range one, I could deploy that here, so it actually moves up here and can help out there for a bit. Just like these troops will also move in there then, and this guy will move in here. Together, I'll definitely place one heavy up here. It's hard to guess where the enemy will strike if... yeah, let's place another heavy here too, so it can also move up here. I think that will serve them quite well. I think they'll need it. We have 14 left. Let's deploy the recon. I said I want another artillery up here too, so I will do that. And I'm gonna go for the long-ranged one again. $78 left. I'm gonna at least get an infantry. Without trucks, of course. And they can join in the center. So then I do have some troops there. 5 deployment points left. Not really looking for an AT gun right now. I mean, going for a smaller artillery, it's not very useful. I might just go for another regular infantry and just keep it at that, and purchase some trucks. Actually, that might be exactly what I need to do here. Yeah, I don't have the cash for that. Okay, so I will, if I upgrade you, I should be able to upgrade the other one too. Where is it? Here we are. And then I will try to buy trucks as soon as possible. Yeah. But, and that does mean that I might want to switch these up a bit, because then let's deploy you here, look very close. I'll put the BT-7 here so it can join here. And these heavies take so long to walk, so it's not too useful to have them anywhere else. That's a okay. Let's just put you here then, and these closer to very close to the river. All right, that took longer than I had expected, but we got it. Probably the enemy has the initiative, so let's see what they can muster up here. So it's probably best to try and get there quickly, which is exactly what I will do. Let's use the recon first. And I'll put it here. These are pretty weak positions, so it shouldn't be too bad for me. I could have, I guess, even used the actual tank. This should already be enough, and I'm gonna get that cavalry out of there. So, let's start attacking these. I need to hurl them back. And I'm in no rush to attack them. My position is pretty good, and I don't really see them dealing damage that quickly. I could do something like this, but it's just fairly useless. This is a bomber. One of the things I don't like about this game is that it's often very hard to see what kind of unit it is. Like, I now have to go to the purchase screen. R10, 10, tactical bomber. Okay, fair enough. That's all I needed to know. These guys also have very little fuel. 5. It's not a lot. Definitely not a lot. And that's it. Wonder how much my my allies can actually repair. Hope it's a lot, but I don't know. Why do you even try to attack like this? Obviously in this mission I'm gonna go for holding this and this, and not much else. Yeah, now you're gonna get hammered by the artillery. Exactly. Wow, they destroyed it. It's not bad. Did I already deal damage? No. More artillery, huh? That's actually the biggest part of the trouble. If they don't have anti-aircraft guns, I might be able to attack those, but I think those artillery are going to be the biggest of my concerns here, definitely. Now, if I can counter battery fire against them, that would help, but otherwise I might be in a bit of trouble there. Or at least my units are. At the very least, my units are also at strength 13, and to be honest, I don't know whether they would have been at 13 if I wasn't actually playing on the general difficulty. It's a good time for some of my pilots to get some experience, though. And they have another ace here, apparently. Or not, but those are big flags. And those are also heavy tanks. 0 damage on the backswing. Well, I guess they're conscripts for a reason. Oof. Yep, all of these guys, for some reason, are all generals. Why? Beats me. Well, the coming of so many new units is certainly a bit disconcerting. Hmm. I'll just hope they won't be able to attack my artillery here. And I'll try to damage their regular infantry, because then maybe this AT gun can go to work on those tanks. Maybe. We'll have to see about that. For now, though, I'll be using my non-core fighters first. Okay, so if I switch up these two, that's not too great. Still, I will attack. I'm gonna have to start dealing some damage with tanks anyway, especially for that 50 requisition points. I mean, these guys are already doing fine. I'm quite sure I can do this, but let's see. Do I really need this recon here? I don't think so, not for the moment. I mean, my attempts to thwart off this attack is going pretty well. They can get their engineers in, but it's not going to be too fancy. I was able to defeat these two without too much difficulty. Yeah, I think the center is really where the trouble might start. Like, this is useless. Why are you doing this? There's some tanks just right at your doorstep. Luckily for me, I think the Japanese have some better targets than attacking my forces, so at least that will help. But very likely I'll send some of these troops also down into the center, because it seems much more worth it. Surprised they're going after the bomber again. I mean, I guess it's fair enough, but prefer them not doing that. So right here come the engineers. Are they gonna attack the tank? Yes, they did. Luckily no damage. Next turn they'll be knocked out. Yeah, they can repair all they want. It's pricey. It's actually depending on what this tank will do, is a pretty good opportunity to cut off those two tanks. Might even be able to do it here. Wow. Okay. Well, I did serious damage there. Has to count for something. And I can repair it. So... yeah. Luckily my infantry will be there on time as Manchurian troops. Alright, I will, however, end the video here. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I will see you all in the next episode where we'll continue the defense of the Ghalkin Gol river. So take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.